Well, Roger, you've been in the paddock here at these MotoAmerica weekends, so you're familiar with the Dunlop compound, I will call it. They have the work truck, the big full-size 18-wheeler. They also have two other storage trucks that are full of tires. Tony Romo, who works for Dunlop, you're going to take us on a tour and show us what these tires actually go through. But first, I want to ask, how many tires do you guys bring to a typical MotoAmerica weekend?
Typically about 3,000, because we have to cover both dry and wet conditions, and we have the two different sizes, the little bike tires and also the the 600s and the super bikes that all share the same tire.
Okay, so 3,000 tires on a typical race weekend. You're going to give us the tour, so let's watch a tire go from the full process. So the team brings the wheel in and talk us through it.
Yeah, so basically what we'll do is they've already kind of chosen the tire for the race. They'll go ahead and they'll get the tag made that it has the compound, the tire size. They'll get that labeled up on the rotor there, and then it'll go ahead and start going through the process. Clyde will go ahead and grab that, and we'll go ahead and follow him through.
Okay, so what's the next step? After Clyde grabs it, he takes it into the compound.
He'll go, so it's already had the bead broken, it's already got the air out, it's clean, we don't fit dirty wheels. He'll go ahead and put it on the fitting machine. I misspoke. He has to break the bead. And that machine specifically, that's all it does is break the bead. He'll take it to the fitting machine, dismount that tire, and somebody should already have the next tire ready to go on there. If not, he'll go ahead and grab it after he reads that tag.
How many times a day does Clyde do this?
Unfortunately, well, he's one of three guys, so it's not too bad. He does about 200 tires, new tires a day, and then plus a bunch of flips. People want to flip the tire, put a used tire on, so we don't really count those. So he probably does this about 250 times a day.
So whether a team is using a new tire, an old tire, they don't dismount or mount any of them themselves. Dunlop does all of that.
Correct. Some of the pro teams will bring the wheels stripped, which is good for us. They're nice and clean, ready to go. But most of the smaller teams, privateer teams, no, they have a used tire right from the gate, and we'll do all the fitting here. And that ensures the quality, that it's mounted in the right direction, we got the right compound, and it's balanced properly.
Who stores those used tires? Does the team store their own?
Yeah, if towards the end you'll see when it kicks out, they write their name on the used tire, and that will be available at the very end of the service. If they feel that it's still got some life left in it, they'll take it with them, and then they store those in their trailer and they'll bring them to the next race, as long as that compound's approved for the next race.
Okay, so this new one was just mounted. Now what happens?
So to go to the balancer, Randy's got that in the balancer. He'll find the heavy spot in the tire. It's just a gravity kind of thing. He'll verify that he's basically the last line of defense on quality control. So he'll go ahead and verify the compound's right, the right tire's been fitted, it's in the right direction. After he does all that, then he'll go ahead and start to balance the tire. Find the heavy spot, counterbalance it with the weights, and then finally put the tape on over the weights so it doesn't fly off.
All of this is done here at the Dunlop Transporter. I always see the Dunlop engineers out on pit lane. They're talking to the teams. What information is it that they're looking to gather?
Basically, we're trying to get a trend of what's going to work. All the teams will come to us and say what's working, what's going fast. We can't really divulge what spec people are on, because that would kind of be wrong. But the stickers really help. Now that we have the colored stickers, that guessing game's out the window. But they'll say, look, how many people are on this tire? I can't get this tire to work. And then we'll go ahead and try to keep them in the range. It's usually a pressure thing, or that it's a used tire or something like that. We just try to keep them in the range, but we also keep an eye on the tires, making sure we don't have any anomalies or any problems with the tires.
Tony, thank you for giving us this behind-the-scenes look at what happens on every single race weekend. Really appreciate it. That's Tony Romo, Dunlop Tires.